that identity, you know, like we had an identity. It was Christianity. That was our identity. People would wake up and they would, you know, they'd wake up and they'd look at the sun, and their identity was thank you for giving me the sun. You know, they would drink water. They would think that was their identity. And now you just have like these godless people that are just stumbling through the earth with zero identity. And it's just like,
it's engineered, man.
Yeah.
It's engineered. It's an agenda.
But you know, back to the Trump thing. I get why he didn't. I would have banned me too. I would have banned me too. I just don't have it in me to like just shut the fuck up. Like they would have put a camera in my face. I would have made a joke. Fuck, I would have probably made a joke to Trump, dude. You know. But I will say, dude, like it is kind of crazy, dude, how mainstream how unpopular Trump is. Because I'll go to places like I'm in Florida. I met a Texas guy. Like when we're talking about like hardcore Republicans, and even these guys are like, I can't do anymore with Trump. I feel fucking betrayed. And like Trump, to me,
oh shit, hold on.
Like I was talking to this like really wealthy guy about like Iran. And he was like, fuck it, whatever, I don't care. I'm like, dude, you don't care because like you're fucking you're a multi-millionaire. I was like, dude, you gotta think about like every other American in Florida, Texas that are making like, what is the average, like I think it's like $50,000-$60,000. So you take somebody making $60,000 and now you add 4% inflation, a metric fuck ton of gas. You're adding thousands of dollars a year to their life. Like you are like crushing families. Like not me and you, we don't give a fuck.
No, I know,
gas could be $100 a
you
gallon.
mean.
We don't give a fuck. But it's like the people that have voted you, that rallied around you, like you actively just fucking spit in their fucking face for what, dude? And like when you, have you been to a Trump rally?
No.
Oh, dude, it's fucking nuts.
No.
So like when you're at a Trump rally, you're like, oh, I could definitely see how Hitler happened. Like I'm not fucking joking, dude. When you go to a Trump rally, it makes you question the sanity of everybody. Like Trump's up there talking about like, we're gonna throw people in jail for burning the flag, and I'm like, you know, again, you shouldn't do it, but it's like, you know, there is a fucking constitution. I'm looking at Vivek, and Vivek is just like fucking like rubbing his head. And he gets out and leaves the Trump rally, and I'm like, fuck. And everybody else is just fucking full saying, yeah, fuck him, throw him in jail, Like if Trump said go grab a gun and go do anything, they would fucking do it. They would fucking do it.
I know it's a cult. It's and that's another good. That's one of the things about Christianity. You're not supposed to put. You know, you don't put your faith in man. They will.
That's also what I. That's
every
also
fucking time
about you. What I have respected you for so much is you were one of the OG thinkers, where you're just like, especially in your fucking space, you were one of the OGs that are like, wait a minute, like. Just stop. What are you fucking doing? Like, what the fuck's going on? And not many people did that.
Mic checker.
You were one of the biggest voices.
Listen to Sean Strickland interview right now.
Like if you
it's pretty fucking
opposite.
He's a character. A wild guy.
You would convince so many people. If right now you came right here and you started talking about like how good it is and we should double down and do more, millions of people would listen to you and advocate for it.
I can't do it. I can't be changed.
All right, we're getting ready to start it up.
Probably every administration has done. You know, I mean, right when he got in there, I got an invite to, I can't remember, go somewhere, and I could fly on Air Force
all
One
the sizes
go to the White House.
Are completely.
Marine One. Ironically, I was going to have to pay for the flight of Marine One, and I was like, one, no. Two, I know what the fuck you're doing. You're trying to like capture me and put chains on me so that I can never leave you. You want to make it look like I'm a part of whatever the fuck you have going on, and I am, and I'm an independent thinker. I will never do that. I will never willingly put myself in a position where that I can appear to be
gotta wake up, get up
by a specific.
What is this? This is some dude named Sean SHAWN interviewing.
I'll never give up that freedom.
I always say like, or always like, I have the spot.
Sean Strickland. It's interesting. It's an interesting
man's character.
Interesting guy.
See how he acts to a bad guy who's nice. And so what I mean by that is like when you meet bad fucking people and that do bad things, they're the first one to shake your hand and like hold the door for you, and like where like character matters and like your foundation matters. If you could stop and be like, wait a minute, like I don't give a fuck how nice you are to me. Like you're not gonna get me to, you're not gonna coerce me. Like you're not gonna fucking sociopath and make me do a bad deed. And so like with Trump, in a sense, he's kind of like that way, man. I know Tucker Carlson said that like he thinks she is like demon. I don't believe that. Like he's demonic, but when you meet him, he's so charismatic, and he's so nice. Like you almost could overlook if you don't have a strong will and a strong character, you could almost you could just get sucked in, and then like. And you just become part of the machine. It's so hard when you meet charismatic people like that. They're just so fucking good at getting you to lower your guard and be accepted. And I mean, again, go to a Trump rally. But yeah. So I don't blame Trump for getting me. But man, it was so weird. Even me, like I get so much hate now from
microphone check, mic check.
When I was like pro MAGA, dude, I had so much more love from people. We're like, and I don't give a fuck. Right. But the moment I like came out and said, "Hey, man, the list is a little fucking weird," like, and then like,
I feel your
me to come in top 3.
Like, you know, you're like I'm just asking fucking questions. You're like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, well, dude, let me tell you, it has history that I know it. Trump reluctantly signed the bill. Like he reluctantly signed the freedom to release the files. Fucking guy has Pam Bondi, who he put in. Have his personal lawyer handle all Todd Blanche, have all file releases. He handles all redactions. Fucking get 3 million documents out of 6 million. And then,
all right, bros.
What happens after that? He
we back.
Interviews Trump.
That boy's a fucking gangster.
And says, the only thing she says is keeping it, no involvement. The next day, dude, I have a buddy who's a prison guard. He was telling me about the prison she's in. And dude, it's nice. I could go to that prison. They got TVs and puppies and shit. And it's like how do you guys not, like, how does that not, like, how could you not, like, just hear that and be like, huh? Like, I just, like, how do you not, bro? Like, how do you not? And I'm not even saying Trump did it, but I believe that Trump is protecting and hiding powerful fucking people, and he's used the government to do it. And, like, I don't give a fuck how you handle it. You cannot give me an explanation for this.
I've been trying to simplify my routine lately, especially around training, because when you're lifting, recovering, traveling, and trying to stay consistent, it's easy to end up with a whole countertop full of different products. You all know exactly what I'm talking about. That's what I like about AG1 Pro. It brings a lot of support into one simple morning routine. You're getting the full AG1 Next Gen Foundation, plus targeted additions designed for performance, recovery, gut balance, and strength. And for me, recovery is a huge part of performance. Training is one side of it, but what you do outside of the gym matters just as much. AG1 Pro supports your body's ability to maintain lean muscle, supports steady cellular energy production, and helps maintain gut balance and comfort. It's also NSF certified for sport, which matters because I want to know what I'm putting in my body is tested for safety and purity. So if you're trying to be more intentional about your training, recovery, and daily routine, AG1 Pro is a clean way to make a pro move. Visit drinkag1.com/SRS to get a free AG1 Pro Yeti shaker in your AG1 Pro welcome. That's drinkag1.com/SRS. I had a conversation with family about this. He's like, well, maybe he's trying to protect the victims. Did you ever think of that? I said, I'm glad you asked that. Because, funny enough, the only names and the funds that were redacted were the abusers.
Yeah. I mean, how hard would it be to take a fucking permanent marker and just cross out Stacy's name, Jessica's name? But instead you read, and it's like, and that's what I'm saying.
He's vocalized it, correct? I mean, Margie Taylor Greene said, that he'd been told that I can't do this because then these are my friends.
Yeah. It's
Something
like,
allegedly,
insane.
something along those
But they're
lines.
all that way. Do you, I gotta ask you something. Do you believe in Charlie Kirk? Do you accept the narrative that the 3.6? You don't?
But I'm not.
You don't know the answer, but you
don't
say.
know the answer.
So that's right. I think
Anything I say with these.
Yeah, I think it's strange. Like, I went hogging, last weekend, like watching these fucking like AK rounds rip through hogs. Rip through them, like 200-pound hogs. I think it's strange. But it's like, to me, it's just so, like, I could not fathom getting, like, so much manipulation of information to get the food training guy to agree, to get him to agree. Like, I can't wrap my head around that little conspiracy.
I mean, there's too many weird things that happen. I can't name them all, but I mean, one of them, they what did they do? They concreted over the site. I mean, it's just, Candace told me that it was done in the middle of a pentagram, and I personally do think that this is all, I think everything is good versus evil, and there's a demonic element to it. And,
But I mean,
Just say,
100%.
look at some of the rituals and the stuff that was going on in the Epstein files, and it's all ritualistic.
I mean, look at Alex.
Human
When
sacrifice.
Alex infiltrated Bohemian Grove, like, what are you talking about? Brain effigies. Do you ever take a lie detector test? Have you ever taken a lie detector test? Yeah, I hate Cash Patel so much. Like, Cash Patel to me is like the weakest fucking man in the world. Fucking, like, you look at Cash Patel and you're like, dude, you are as weak as fucking dirt. I cannot stand him. So funny enough. I'm curious your take on this. And this is like, so there's this manager, Ali Abdulaziz, fucking one of the biggest managers in the industry. Spoke at Trump rallies. Like, manages everybody. Let me tell you this guy's fucking backstory. And by the way, he's best friend with Cash Patel. Best fucking friend with Cash Patel. So I started thinking about this because all these UFC fighters hung out with a bunch of FBI agents. I'm like, why the fuck you didn't call me, guys? Like, I love law enforcement. Like, why didn't you call me? And I started looking at Ollie and all these pictures. One of the biggest managers in the UFC. This is his accolades. After 9/11, and it's all in a book. There's a book. It won like the fucking some like fancy award in New York, some liberal fucking award. So it's a very credible book. He gets arrested after 9/11.
I'm dropping it down.
Or like IDs or fake documentation.
Yeah.
He's locked up on felony charges of like falsifying.
I might drop it
information.
down.
This happened like weeks after 9/11.
No,
This is
I'm
what
gonna drop it. Bro, come. I'm gonna drop it down one. No.
So he's in Colorado, and then he gets approached by the FBI. They called him. I think they even have his number. Like, this is all factual. What I'm saying. They had his his informant number. They have him as a high-paid informant.
Bro, you stuck?
I don't know what organizations, but like
Come
some
on,
like
bro.
Muslim Brotherhood, something like he's traveling here and there.
I'm gonna drop it
And,
down.
he gets out. They give him a lie detector test because they suspect him of lying. His nickname was the Dolphin because he talks so much. They suspect him from lying, so they give him a lie detector test, and he fails. And they let him go. He can't. If he leaves the country, they want him back in. Like, I mean, he is like by all information known, this motherfucker is a snitch terrorist.
Over here!
That, like, when you look at all pieces of information, he goes and is best friends with fucking Cash Patel. I'm sure he goes to Cash Patel like, hey, brother, you want to go meet Khabib? You want to go meet Justin Gaethje? Yeah, go meet Justin Gaethje. And it's like, you just look at these things, like, man, dude, like, fuck, you guys. What the fuck, dude?
It's par for the course, man.
But like, so
The country is not well. The president's kids are buying private islands with bunkers. Now, if the country was doing well, why would the president's kids be doing that? I mean,
If you see him, just give me a ping.
there's so many. I get painted as like I'm taking money from Qatar or something. I'm sorry. I'm not the one that took a $400 million jet from Qatar. Maybe you should fucking look. Excuse me?
kind of funny back to love you. Israel, like, so like Israel, I mean, like, I would messages from Israel, like, because they fucking love me. So after October 7th, because I've been like really eating the fucking Zionist propaganda most of my life, and it took kind of October 7th to like, and I'm no like fan, like I'm not like the Muslim, like all the Muslim guys I know are generally really fucking cool. Like I train because you know when you're fighting, you train a lot of them. They're generally really cool. They don't want to come bring fucking Sharia law. They just want to train, get a fucking paycheck, and go back to
They still have not fixed the difference of that fucking spear. You can't tell. It's like fucking 90 feet away, and it should still hit you.
The propaganda that they feed you. Like, I'm assuming that there are a lot of radical fucking Muslims that like want to go blow up shit. I'm assuming.
I don't care that it hits me that far. I just don't want to fucking. Let's be able to tell.
I train with them. Hey brother, how you doing? They go back home to their family, and that's my experience. Right? I'm sure you can have a different experience.
Good effort, bro.
No, man, I used to hate him. Obviously, I mean, I used to hate him because of what I did. But you know, that flag right there was given to me by a really good friend of mine. He's Muslim, and he's a U.S.
Oh, that barrel not gonna blow? So how long's that barrel gonna?
He was Army intelligence. He's really tied to the resistance that's going on over there right now. Do you know about that? So the Taliban has basically assassinated all of our partners.
I gotta jump back coming up right here.
Yeah, we fucking
and so the resistance is kind of like the free part. You know, I mean, they want free Afghanistan. And so he goes over there and he brought that flag back. He uncovered this thing. They'll tell you about it, but he brought that flag back because of the Taliban crime in Afghanistan. And he gave it to me on the show. And he wanted everybody in America and the world to know that the United States is funding the Taliban.
There's one heavy mesh. He's coming in. He's coming in. Let's go. Good shit.
$1 million in cash a week. And so when you think about that, and you think about the Iran war, and what's the narrative on the Iran war? Oh, they've been our enemies for 47 years, and they've been killing our people, and they equipped the Iraqi insurgents with EFPs and all this, and they did. Yeah. They did do that. But don't feed me that fucking line of bullshit about we're going after our enemies when your administration is sending $40 to $87 million a fucking week to the Taliban, who we were directly fighting.
Like what, fucking 20 years?
So don't paint me that bullshit. You know, and that works on the majority of the country because they don't know what's really going on. But don't tell me about this. They've been our enemy for 47 years, and you give a shit about our enemy when you're fucking paying.
All right, bros.
Real enemy right there.
We need gold, silver, or bronze.
It's everything that they are telling us is a fucking lie.
Because I grew up in the 90s, and after 9/11, I mean, again, you've experienced, you were fucking, you know, like you lived it. But Muslim to me was like the fucking boogeyman. The Muslim is bad. The Muslim's fucking bad. Like, and we're so propagandized.
The bro got a crown on. Let's go. We crowned up.
Saying, like, Muslim bad, Hamas
I said,
bad.
we crowned up.
Get your fucking people back. Like, and like, the Israelis, they love it. Because they're like, yeah, Sean's saying, go to fucking war.
I'm the king of the aliens, bro.
I stand by that, although I think Israel really on October 7th. But, I mean, you're talking about a country.
Is that the proven?
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about a country that has a smaller border than fucking New Jersey that is like literally a prison. And you're telling me that, like,
I see you with the Diddy Bop. I saw it. I got that same animation.
Lighters, tractors, welding shit. You fucking.
Yeah, a lot of people young.
And then you look at their response. It wasn't like a response of like we're gonna go get our people back. They go like the satellite images. Like
it's almost like they needed it to happen so that they can do everything that they're doing. Like,
and this is where like, and this is where it's
kind of like that.
And this is where like, and this is where Israel and me like now like hating. Like it's funny, you're loved by them and you're hating because it's like, dude, you made me realize that Israel deep. Because I'm watching what you guys do.
Ah, missed my shot. I should have ducked.
Like, I don't see, when I see a dead body,
I'm down, KSG. KSG, I mean, KS-23.
I see map images of this, like, piece of land, and, like, is now a demolition.
There's,
Sorry about you.
there's another health bow next to you.
You are committing on a very small scale a genocide. You are, like, when they lost me, there was like one of our fucking Zionist leaders.
I have
It was like Tucker or something.
I have a defib on me too.
He said, well, what would you do with
Thank you.
what did we do to Hitler? Like, what would we do to the Nazis? Referring to, like, we're having a proportional response to what they're doing.
Hey, he's
I'm
coming
like,
back
well,
over
what
up top.
You want to go there and
Yeah,
fucking
that's up.
murder kids.
He just jumped up top.
We didn't go to fucking World War II. We didn't go fucking murder kids. We liberated them and we rebuilt Germany to one of the
I'm going
most
over there.
successful countries in the region.
Yeah, I think
That's what we did after World War II. We didn't go flatten everybody.
I still gonna leave the road too deep
don't
over
give
there.
me that crazy shit. So like during this course of like, I really deprogrammed myself from Israeli propaganda. And I don't think, like, I'm not a Candace Owens. Like, I don't think there's like a secret like tiny hat room where guys are sitting around a table like, we're gonna overthrow America, we're gonna do this, do that.
Oh no!
What people make a mistake.
Yeah, let's go.
Conspiracies don't, like, patterns don't always equal conspiracy. There can be a pattern, but just because there's a pattern doesn't mean there's like some, like, you know, there's just because there's a pattern.
I'm going for the
doesn't mean
steal,
there's
win,
some,
lose, or
like,
draw.
pulling the string.
Yeah, go for the steal of life on me.
I want to say this right. I don't want to seem like I'm not anti-Semitic. I don't give a fuck if you're a Jew. I mean, I don't know, like, everybody says like, oh, Jews this, Jews this. Most Jews I know agree with me. Like my boy Aiden Moss, he would sit here with us. This guy used to was a kid.
Medium to the bottom.
Agree with everything you're saying. Like most Jewish people I know.
There's a heavier air by
we
me
have
too.
these conversations. They're like, yeah, dude, you're right. I'm not a fucking Zionist. I'm just
Oh, I use a phone.
Fuck.
Like,
Oh god, oh god. My bad, bro. I was at the swap my buttons around. Swap my buttons around, and I'm just like fucking hitting the wrong ones in clutch moments.
She's so over the top that she's used as a weapon against like thought. Because you have these, she says all this crazy shit like trying to curse time travel, like blah 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 blah. And every now and then she'll sprinkle in truth to what she said, but really all she does is like belittle the movement and water the movement down. What it is, when you want to talk about like the Jewish propaganda or the Israeli propaganda, it is very fucking simple. It is very fucking simple. They only care, about Israel. They want Israel to be this nation. There's no force behind them saying that we're going to destroy America. What they advocate for, due to the Holocaust, due to them not really having a country, they advocate for things that they believe are right for the world that actively destroy America. So what I mean by that is like you have George Soros. George Soros, when he's advocating for open borders, you need to understand he's coming from a place to where like his people, they had nothing. They were kicked out of this, kicked out of that for reasons why, you know, they were kicked out of here, they were kicked out of there. Like when George Soros advocates for this, he is advocating from a place of like, I think this is good for the world. You should have it. You should be able to migrate, which is ironic because fucking Israel's fucking prison. Go migrate to Israel, you know how that goes. but what is good for you is not good for us. But it's like they're not doing it as like a hatred. Or you take like people often talk about like Nazi the like one of the early founders of like transgenderism is, you guys can fact check me on this, but it was a Jewish he was a homosexual doctor. And I think that it's also like a curse of intelligence, right? Like Jewish people on average have higher IQs. They're more intelligent. So like generally sometimes like when you're overly intelligent, you start breaking rules, right? So like when you're really intelligent,
there's another one here.
Fathom like the intricacies of the world and like you start breaking down rules. So like why is gender a male and female? Like, why is it not on a spectrum? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you could start really, like, say you're not religious, you could start making cases for, like, well, humanity in 1,000 years.
Oh my god!
Better if there was no gender. And you could start making these like cases and orchestrating the war between the people.
This is where you need to get into the Old Testament.
But I'm not saying we're coming from a
A lot
place
of
of
this stuff is in there. They talk about genderless God. This shit is all
I will say, let me tell you one thing, dude. I do find it really interesting the correlation between like Bible and like what it is
Got 'em.
now, right? So back to like the
I can't go down anymore.
promoting this ideology. So Hitler goes, expels.
Got him. Assist on him at least.
But I don't think that the George Soros, like the Jewish thing, the issue is you have such a small population with such a mass amount of wealth that has way too much power. Like you're such a small population, you shouldn't have this much control over like millions of people. You make up like 3% of the world. Why do you have so much of a voice? I mean, I'm not saying like no persecution, but like you're acting and financing things that people
Yeah,
agree
maybe
with.
trying to-
But like going back to people like
I was trying, bro. There was a whole lot of fucking trying to get away right there.
why
Yeah,
are
no, everybody was there. I mean,
one of the first movements of communists, like 5 people were like one of the
I can't even believe I got that much away with all these fucking people on me. Let me put the show back on.
one of the main people of like the communist movement were like Jewish, Jewish. So what you have is you have people like Candace Owens who being saying there's like this Jewish elite at the table pulling strings trying to destroy America, when that's not the case. You have hyper intelligent people, hyper wealthy people doing what they believe is the right thing. The thing they believe is the right thing to do is have open borders, to have a fluid gender. This is why they go to Hollywood and they push it. There's no evil strings. This is what they believe in their heart is the right thing to do. And usually if you're more intelligent, you're more liberal. That's just how it works.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna disagree with you on that one. Because one, with Candace, I think Candace is
I love Candace.
on the right track with a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I'm unsure of that she says, and
Okay, let me ask you, why does
hold on. And I don't like you are kind of grouping all these Jewish people together.
Well, I'm not, because I have a lot of
all,
Jewish friends.
all Israelis together. And I don't believe that either. I believe that there is the people that are under right now
You got him.
have an agenda. I think it's been there for a long
there's two-
time. And I think there is definitely 100%.
Well, let me explain.
Maybe not to destroy America.
There's two parts.
They have completely infiltrated American top politics through Hollywood.
But let me
A
ask
lot
you,
of things
but why is
to
Hollywood?
push the Zionist
I might drop it. I might.
Why is Hollywood-
Not Candace cheers up too high.
propagandize the United States with the Zionist agenda. We've fought off on this for a long time. We've fought a lot of the wars for them. Those are our people.
But yes,
And so if you think about it, it's actually a genius plan because we are the proxy.
Like, okay,
Just
let's
like Hamas is a proxy, we are the proxy. Who's funding the majority of the war?
God, there's two on me up top and down low.
I get it.
We are. Who?
But
That boy's a fucking gangster.
I have questions.
And so there are powerful people in all. I mean, in all these. Look who owns all the media companies.
So okay.
You know, it's
let's unpack.
all
I got a
the
question.
Zionist
I got a question.
agenda.
I got a question. Listen. So you say all wars. But again, let's talk and let's remember, patterns don't always equal conspiracy. Sometimes
Good
these
game, bros.
patterns, they just happen to align and they're together. So go back to the petrodollar. We had an agreement, when was it? Fucking the 50s under one president, that we would have a security pact
Broke
to
even.
help
Broke even.
stabilize the region.
I was playing
So what happens? And I believe that
I was
this
playing
aligned
this
with
pistol
America. I mean, there was a speech
for a
about
while,
letting the
so
military-industrial complex get
I haven't
involved.
played shotgun in a few days, so it's
Politicians
like
take money from the military.
getting my aim back for the what is this lower body? What I get for the lower
100%.
body?
So I think that, so you have the U.S. agrees. We will stabilize the region. use our U.S.
Oh,
dollar.
I got whatever that is.
You buy oil with us, we'll make sure everything's fucking peachy keen. And you can verify. I mean, I'm sure you know more about this world than I do. So Saddam Hussein goes and does Saddam Hussein. He goes and invades Kuwait.
Oh,
He
man.
just got done a bloody war with Iran, goes and invades Kuwait. And then now the U.S. is like, they're looking at this opportunity to like, okay, we got to go. This is our job. You use our petrodollar. We invade. Now, is it also in the best interests of Israel that Saddam Hussein and the Iraq government was overthrown?
I don't know if what these guys are saying is right or wrong or different,
100%.
but
It is in the best interest of Israel if Saddam Hussein, Iraq, who is not a friend of Iran or Israel, gets overthrown. So you have Israel is 100% lobbying the U.S. government to go fucking do this. But it is also in our interest to go and stabilize the
picked to come in
region
6th place.
and become closer with these massive oil
Oh
distributors
my God.
and put bases in.
Either you get
You
72
see what I'm
RS
saying?
or lose
Now, mind you,
almost
our founding
300.
fathers very much warned from entanglement. But you have
I mean, that's pretty
military
brutal.
industrial complex. She's making a lot of money on
But
this. You have Israel,
we back.
who obviously doesn't like Saddam Hussein in Iraq, and you have them lobbying and making a case and presenting to our leaders. Hey, no, we did this security agreement. We have
Light,
the
2
pact.
mediums, 2 lights of medium, heavy,
So we go
light,
over there.
medium.
I'm just trying to I'm just breaking this down so people understand. So you could put facts conspiracy, because sometimes conspiracy, it's like it just
See if
puts
we
you
can
down
do
the
some of
rabbit
this.
hole. It doesn't make sense.
Well, what I'm saying is not a conspiracy. This is true.
Well, no, what I'm saying is true.
15 or 16 million dollars.
Boom. Boom.
Kentucky.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is true too. The Israeli lobby, the Israeli lobby, the military-industrial complex, the oil industry, all these people all lobbying us to go get involved with Iraq. And we go, we overthrow and we leave. But what did we do? We left bases in. We left bases in the Gulf state, the war country. And this is just like I need to talk on facts. So we could talk about 9/11, like the Jews did 9/11, but like that doesn't get us anywhere. We start getting
Oh, missed 2 shots right there.
So we go. We put all.
It's also not a conspiracy that they're in the Adelson of $300 million.
Well, I'm getting there. We're getting there. So now we're right after the first Iraq invasion. We leave. We fucking
Came
leave.
right
We
back
leave
into an RPG to the face.
We leave bases all over the Middle East now, right? And we did it as a security. Here, we want oil to flow. Here's our bases. You buy this. You strengthen our dollar. The Jew loves it. The Israel loves it because we have bases there. We're stronger. 9/11 happened. We accept the theory that 9/11 Osama bin Laden and a lot of Saudi, not just him. I mean, it's pretty obvious that he had help from the Saudi government. Pissed off. He wrote, true or not, he wrote that like we have bases there. He was pissed off that we're in these holy cities. He want to go, and he's also pissed off because Israel, because we give a fuck ton of money to Israel, and we were normalizing relationships with them. So he's pissed off. He has foreign nations.
My bad, I was going for the wipe, and I dropped the ball.
We are giving a metric fuck ton of money to Israel to go, illegal occupation, go commit genocide, and create war. So he goes, and this is just accepted. We can't talk about conspiracy. So he goes and gets a bunch of Saudi nationals, buys a building, claim in the building. He says, hey, well, you guys bought my place.
Oh my God, I have
This is
fucking.
my way of striking back.
If a mouse farts on me, I'm gonna be dead.
America starts kind of going off the fucking deep end. Like, it's kind of more harder to it's kind of harder now to put pieces together because weird shit's happening even more now. So we go and we invade Afghanistan. We start fighting the Taliban. You're like, for what? For what? Israel loves it. We have more bases there. We have more footprint. And then all of a sudden you have the Israeli lobby. And this is where and this is, to me, if you want to identify a point in history when Israel became the known bad guy, was the second invasion of Iraq. Because you had, this is where the fucking mask came off. And you had Bibi on front of everybody say, no, there's weapons of mass destruction. They have fucking nukes, guys. Like, they got chemical weapons, they gas the curves, like, and off that alone, they use it. Hey, you know, the Israelis are saying that WMDs. All the intelligence community is saying they have WMDs.
Actually, we went in anyway, so we brought in this guy who's a colonel in the Delta. They're kind of like, and he just had this episode. This is 12 hours. Yeah. And so
Why did I elbow and not throw a punch?
he got, so they asked Delta to do, whatever surveillance. Found the WMD factory. There's this big air thing on top of the building that is, it's whatever, whatever, air purifier. I can't remember right now, but whatever, the big, the air purification system. on the
Yeah,
bridge,
for
right?
chemical weapons, so they have that.
And then on the side, they've got, here's a big missile. You see it. You can see it in the imagery. The imagery back then wasn't like this today. And then they see, you know, the sentry guard that's outside guarding the facility. And they get this out to Delta. And Pete says to him, hey, and if I'm messing any of this up, you can go watch the episode and correct me, but this is the basis. And they have, so they get it to Pete's team. And Pete tells whoever's saying it, the program administration, hey, we don't want to know anything of what you guys think this is. We're going to analyze ourselves. We'll get you. We don't want to be influenced with what you have to say. The air purification system on the roof wound up being air conditioning. The missile on the side of the building.
It doesn't work. It doesn't get high enough. I'm
A
bad.
water truck. Because they're in the middle of the desert. And that's how they get water. They bring in the water and pump it in. And the sentry outside the building was just a guy doing this. And then they sent that intelligence back. Totally disregarded it, and a couple of days later, Colin Powell is going over the exact same imagery and saying that we're going to do that.
So, again, same thing with what Tom is. You have an Israeli lobby, you have a military industrial complex, you have rich businessmen that push this. There's like, it's not like there is no like group of elites on straight. Like this is like you have wealthy people benefit off of these things. This is why it happens. It's like this is why it happens. There's no secret cabal pushing this. You have military industrial complex going, you have Israel, let's go take this guy out. This is gonna be good for us, take this out. And then it fucking happens. And this is how it happens. And it's not that the government is compromised on so many fucking levels. From like the military industrial complex to Israel, the lobbyists. Like the government is so compromised that the only thing that would fix the government is if either like you elected a radical person or a revolution or a violent revolution. There's nothing else that would fix it. They are ticks and they're embedded in Trump and everybody else. I mean, even like I think to a lot of the newer generation, they don't know what it was like to open the streets. It was just something we were in every year of my life. We were in some war every year of my life. And our parents were saying,
Oh, fuck.
they didn't have the information.
I wish you said you went down.
See in Fox News.
I want to do that.
Yeah, Saddam Hussein, he has nukes, he's gonna fucking kill us, or he has chemical weapons, he's gonna kill us. And they didn't
want to do that.
they didn't have the information that we have.
I definitely wanted to do that. I thought they were still up. I was like, oh, let me drop it down. And this is why I think mics are
But I
important.
just don't think it does anybody a service when you start getting in the realm of conspiracy, when you don't need conspiracy to prove things. It's a military-industrial complex. It's lobby. It's Marin Adelson. It's the Israeli AIPAC. They're just the effect of the government. Like, it's that simple. There's no, like, there's...
I think it's a little bit of all.
But it's a little bit of all.
But I'm not gonna. Once I think I know what it is, I'm 99% sure I know what it is.
But like,
I quit digging because you throw a speculative narrative evidence, the term I got the other day, instead of conspiracy theory. Because conspiracy theory is a new idea, you know, and I don't think you should necessarily discredit new ideas or speculative narratives.
Yeah, but people like
It doesn't fit a certain. It's something that should be looked into, and once it's disproven, then you disprove it. You don't just like.
yeah, but again, what it is, you're identifying patterns. Like you're identifying patterns and drawing conclusions that aren't that. Like just because things align as patterns, it doesn't mean there's some puppeteer. There's patterns all over the world, and government. There's no puppeteer. So like. What Candace, what I think she fucks up on, and like we're talking about the voices, like she's saying there's a puppeteer. You have interests that are aligned together.
Well, those are multiple puppeteers.
Yeah, but I mean they're not really puppeteers because they just want what they want. Israel wants.
That's a puppeteer.
Yeah, but it's pretty obvious. Like Israel wants to control Gaza. They want the greater Israel. Like there is no. Anytime you ever talk to Israel and they let their fucking guard down, I'm sure you have, they want the greater Israel. The illegal settlements. They like if you ever talk to someone from Israel and they let and a lot of them don't, but if they let their guard down for a second, you're very aware of what they do. Like have you ever experienced that? I know a lot of Israelis, that's what I'm saying. Every now and then they let the guard down. Like they think they're in a safe place, and all of a sudden they let the guard down, and they're like, oh damn, like, yeah, you're about that. You never experienced that? But you know, like, but I mean, I can conclude this like, Candace Owens does such a bad job. And she divides so many people, and this is why, like, even me, with I said, like, I think that we should question the Charlie Kirk thing. I really do. I think we should always question. You should question everything. But when Candace is going there and like saying, like, connecting these dots and making these things of like the pager, the this, the that, all you're doing is splintering the fact of the matter is. The fact of the matter is the fact is that a fucking tranny lost his mind, shot Charlie. There's no Israel conspiracy. There's no Israel lobby. You don't need that conspiracy to say that AIPAC is bad. They don't even need that involvement. AIPAC is bad. AIPAC is bad for America. They lobby.
I understand what you're saying. I mean, you're basically you're saying that that what's happening is extremely divisive and it can almost be discrediting. But I think, like I said, I think Candace is onto some things. I don't agree with everything she says. I don't think I even need to say that, but I do think that at heart, Candace is trying to do the right thing. And
oh, you think she believes it? You don't think she's doing an Alex Jones skit?
I think that she was very close with Charlie, and that really hurt her, and that she wants to figure out what the hell this is all about and why certain things don't make sense.
I also find it so awkward. Like Ben Shapiro and fucking all these right-wing influencers are like raising their hand, like, I know what Charlie wanted. I was his best friend. Like, to me, like, I can't wrap my head around people using this guy's death as like I know she's close with, I know her and like Charlie were close, but like when you're always like, these are the text messages, we used to sex, like, you know what I'm saying, like it's like, what are you doing, dude? Like, just let the fucking guy die. Like, move the fuck on. And again, I think you should question it, and I'm happy people are questioning it, but when the average American hears a shit like Candace Owens says, they're not like, it pushes them away from it. You're like, oh, wait a minute. But like me, when I tell you, hey, when I explain to you why AIPAC, why Marilyn Adelson is bad, why George Soros is bad for America, I could articulate it, and I could explain to you in a way that you can grasp it. Say, hey, yeah, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't vote for AIPAC candidates. Maybe George Soros is the best. Maybe Marilyn Adelson giving Trump, maybe AIPAC giving Trump about $300 million is not good. Maybe that is why Trump was forced or manipulated to Iran. Because when you take the military-industrial complex, you take Israel, you take all the donations, you take the people in his inner circle, I could see how they can manipulate him into doing this, which is good for big business and oil. I could see how that happens. And if you could dissect that and make it rational and you can unpack it, now you can start identifying, okay, well, Marilyn Allison's bad, APAC is bad, the military-industrial complex is bad, but you don't have to go so far as to make it seem like some crazy fucking thing. Because the moment you go in that water, you lose a mass portion of the sane country. The moment you start telling them all this shit, like, oh, dude, what, 9/11, fucking the Jews did 9/11, I don't care if they did or didn't. The moment you tell a big portion of this country that happened, they're gone. They're fucking out. You gotta break it down and present it in a more digestible way, you know what I'm saying? And Candace does it.
The best way to do things is to present people with information on these issues.
Yeah, dude, but people are I know, like people are so fucking stupid. Like when I try to explain like economics and legal immigration to people and this and bills, I'm telling them how much harder this makes life. They say, well, yeah, but Trump is bad, Trump is bad. People are fucking stupid. But you also can't blame people for being stupid. Like me and you, dude, we have jobs. We don't. Like this is your job. Your job is to go online and research and look shit up and talk to people. You think the guy doing an average 8-hour job, doing construction, going home with his fucking wife, you know, both she's working, 2 kids, you think that motherfucker's going on Reddit forums, looking at YouTube and trying to figure out, you know, he doesn't.
Trying to get through the day.
Trying to get through the fucking day. Like,
Fucking
when you
button way
go
out,
talk to
man.
rednecks, they don't give a fuck about anything. They're just like, yeah, I just got done working. I want to go hunt. Like, I don't give a fuck about this. I'm sick of I don't want my oil. Like, the orange man said that I would have a better way of life. I fucking voted for it. You know, so when I say people are stupid, I'm saying you cannot be informed
For being misled.
and be a normal person. So when you have people like Candace go and have these like fucking and do Candace stuff, well, she's fucking precious. She looks at you.
Nice, bro.
Looking wide-eyed. She's like, let me tell you. And you're just like, damn, Candace. Like, yeah, I believe it, dude. The fucking Jews killed Charlie. Like, you fucking sold me, Candace. She looks at you all straight faced with fucking makeup that's done perfectly. You're like, damn, yeah, Candace.
Have you met her?
No, I'm sure I like her though.
You should meet her. I'll link you guys together.
But I just don't know. I don't know if she's doing the Alex Jones thing, where like Alex Jones, I think believes it, but he like created a character. Are you creating a character that you know sells? Because imagine like in this day and age too, you're one of the few people that excel by not being a clown. And I don't mean that Candace is a clown, but I mean, you know, you do have some really fucking crazy takes. But like, imagine if Candace just prevented. She's appealing to these fucking radical conspiracy theorist incels. You say they're only like a fraction of a percent of America, but if you get a $1 from a fraction of a percent of America, you've made a fuck ton of money. So you're appealing to these kind of like, oh yeah, dude, I'm on the Reddit. Like you're appealing to these, and you're just like, and I just find it like you're making money, but it's like it's wrong. It's not wrong. It's just like maybe she does believe it. I don't know. Maybe she does. I don't fucking know.
I'll link you guys together. You guys sort this shit.
Yeah, we go shoot some.
Let's take a break, come back, talk a little bit about fighting, and then we'll blow some shit up. If you've listened to this show for a while, you know I'm a big believer in functional mushrooms and adaptogens. So Mudwater made sense to me right away because it gives you that morning ritual without the full caffeine hit.
What in the
Their
fuck,
original
dude?
blend is made with cacao, chai, turmeric, and functional mushrooms. It's got about 1/7 the caffeine of coffee, so you get focus and energy without feeling jittery or dealing with that crash later. And what I like about the starter kit is it actually gives you everything you need to start the routine. You get a full-size tin of your chosen blend,
That's
plus a rechargeable frother, free gifts, and free shipping. The OG blend is where a lot of people start because it has that chai.
I'll point it out. There's someone above you. There's someone above you. Right above you. Right where I am.
Matcha and turmeric blends. You want something different. For me, Mudwater is just a cleaner way to start the night. It feels steady, it tastes good, and it fits right into the kind of routine I already want to be building. Ready to make the switch to cleaner energy? Go to mudwater.com/SRS and grab the starter kit. Use code SRS and you'll get 43% off. The frother alone is worth it. That's right, up to 43% off with code SRS at MUDWTR.com. After your purchase, they'll ask how you found them. Please show your support and let them know we sent you.
And I've always wondered how I would do, and I think I'd do fucking horribly, but how I would do, like, say you were in, like, we had to clear this house, and we had to, like, be in a gunfight. And I think, like, I know I can shoot well, but I've never been shot at. And I think that's what separates, like, the boys from the fucking men, right? Because you've been shot at a lot. You know what it's like to have bullets whiz by your fucking head. Like, you know what that's like. I don't know what that's like. So, like, you can go shoot a fucking piece of cardboard all day long and you put the fucking gun.
I remember the first time I got shot at, I didn't know what the hell was going on. We were in Iraq. We were setting up a bunch of different sniper positions, and so I was a point man. We cleared this whole building, and then me and my buddy went up to the rooftop to get a vantage point. This is like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. We're on odds. We're up there like I used to chew, dip. So up there having a dip, just talking about how we can't wait for it all to go down. And we're just shooting shit, and we're like, tactics, it was a dumbass thing. We're just standing there with so anyway,
mics would be so useful.
Moon, there was no, so I guess you wouldn't really see us. Anyways, whatever. We shouldn't have been doing it.
I think mics would have changed this game.
We're sitting there talking.
Now I'm playing terrible, but...
And I thought there was a billboard above it. And it sounded like somebody was taking like a yardstick and smacking the billboard. Like it was like that, like a snap. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, what the hell is that noise? Who's smacking the billboard above us? And we look up and there's no fucking... There's no billboard. I'm like, holy shit.
We're getting bullets whizzing by, or is that crack inside the building?
No, that's the crack. When it goes over your head, that's the crack. You just hear the snap. Like,
if you ever been in like a gunfight, like, you know, I always say like what separates the SEALs is like they create conditions for win.
We got a team white.
Every time a SEAL, like any at least a publicized SEAL operation, they created a condition to win. Like the Osama bin Laden raid, like that was they created the perfect condition. Have you ever been in a gunfight where like a legitimate like you're on one side of a legitimate like I'm looking at you have a gun, I have a gun, and you're in a gunfight.
Let's go, boys.
I've never been in a situation where I've been at point blank distance to somebody and they had a gun, I had a gun.
Yeah. Well,
we're not done yet.
I'm about to give you, like,
we need to prevent. Don't plant it. Don't plant it. Just prevent it.
He's shooting at me. I'm hitting reload, returning fire at him. Like maybe like a 30, 40 yard engagement.
Let's fucking go.
I don't think we shot anybody. Especially on that deployment, everybody was within 50 yards.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember one time.
Ooh, your boy played terrible to that last 30 seconds.
We were
getting that white.
Rural Iraq, and we were like
That boy's a fucking gangster.
in this town that was like, I don't know, 150 yards south of us was black. It was a black site, or black town, which means no U.S. personnel could go in, fly over, do any of that. And they were basically, what these guys were doing was they would come out and they would blow up all the main supply routes, the MSR routes. And these poor army guys just kept getting killed. I mean, it was like every week, more and more of them were getting killed, and they couldn't figure out how to take care of it, so they brought us in. And, we did like an assessment and some surveillance, and we'd set up all these...
Part of me wants to go back to my shotgun, but...
along this MSR road, main supply route, and geelied up. And we were so well hidden, we had goats, like local goat herders. Their goats were coming up and like eating the hay that we had put into our ghillie seeds. and we spent, I don't know, 24 hours there. I think every time we went out, we got the guys.
Wait, this should be switched around.
And
You're bad. No, it's all good, bro. We got
so,
here. I was playing like shit for the last 30 seconds, bro.
And so we were set up kind of on the side of the road. There was 3 or 4.
Instead of chase that one guy down and
where snipers were.
lock it up real quick.
And then we have like,
Remember, we don't necessarily need it. We just need to.
They call it the C2Ls back here. That's kind of they're in charge of it. They're like the commando. And they had a goat herder, or not goat herders. They had a line of 5 guys walk right behind them with AKs and bombs. They were going to shovels, AKs, bombs. And they're like, oh shit, like, here they come. And they're like, walked right over the top of my buddies. Like right behind them, walked right over the top of them. Here's the road, they started digging on the road. And, yeah, I don't know how they didn't see us, but, and I didn't shoot on this one because I didn't have good visibility. But,
The heavies were so light. I thought I killed them. That's why I looked away.
we're suppressed.
You go for the medium.
And I was like, we couldn't get anybody on the radio. What happened? And no response. And so me and my sniper partner are like back to back. I'm like, all right, like, this is it. I guess everybody's dead. And like they obviously know we're here, so they're gonna wind up getting online and pull this village. It's only 150 yards. And they're gonna wind up getting online and just clearing this whole down here, burning us out of here, like the field out to chase us out of here. And I remember thinking, like, well, we're just gonna die. Like, so we'll just get as many of these fuckers out as we can. And
Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
my buddy,
One all the way down there in Middle Street running towards me. ADSing.
Guerrilla security or some shit. His name's Ben.
He has an AK.
And he comes over the radio and he just goes, "Holy shit, we just killed the fuck out of those guys." And I was like,
I got 2 coins. Should I
that
call
was like the best fucking feeling in the world. And so what had happened is the unsuppressed shots.
I only have 2
I guess
coins.
was
Should I
them,
coin it?
And then we had some army guys, like regular infantry army guys that we had brought out to train with us. Like we were
Like
like,
prop
hey,
boy.
this is how we do business. We want to pass this knowledge on to you, so that we can move on to the next unit and keep passing
That
it.
stuff for them and hang out with you guys.
18-year-old kid, man, got his first kill that day. But what had happened was, these guys, they had planted the bombs, and then our guys, we started shooting them, and this is
Like you're just
well, they thought they were getting shot from this side of the road because they had just walked this whole distance and walked right over the line. So they thought they were getting shot from this side.
There's 2. One's half. A light is half. Medium's down.
They ran right back at us. And we were using green tip at the time. You know green tip? Armor piercing rounds. We were using green tip at the time, and the guys did not even realize they were getting shot. You could just see like shoulders swinging back and running, and they got so close that they had to come out of the weeds, like out of the bushes, stand up and start engaging that way, and they eventually they dropped. And then we switched from green tip. We started using 77 green.
okay. Why? Just you want more like an impact?
Well, the thing with the green tip is it was just flying right through the bomb. I mean, when you go to look at it, it's like little pinholes. You know what I mean? Like little pinholes. And so these guys, but with a 77 grain hollow tip.
What do you think about the switching to the bigger round?
Which round?
Are they switching to
6.8.
Yeah.
Well, you want to shoot it? Because I got it out there.
My biggest thing, dude, like I'm not a guy, but like you could watch it, like right now. I mean, like you want to go watch something more, like it's a live stream. It's fucking crazy times to get live, right? Like
Yeah.
you're literally watching live stream. It generally looks like for the average Joe, you're just putting rounds down range. So it's like, why do you want to give guys less rounds? They go like marginally farther, and like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, what we started doing then.
For you, it does. For like a SEAL guy that actually is like precision.
Well, it's also a lot heavier. You know what I mean? And so we'll take that 6.8 out, and it's amazing. It's punching through the range. It's punching through those railroad ties that are at the back of the wall, which is insane.
I gotta say, so I'm cutting weight my first title. And like for some reason,
Say that again?
my first title fight in Australia, I'm cutting weight, fight Izzy. And dude, for some reason, the weight's just not coming off. Like it's just not fucking coming off. I'm like, there's something so miserable about cutting weight. And I'm sure like you're in a sauna, and just like everything's telling you gotta get out. Like there's a part of you that's like, man, if I die right now, I'm cool. Like this is cool, dude. Like fuck this, I'm over this. Like I'm good. I mean, there's a misery to it that I wish people would experience because it's kind of awesome. So, security. UFC always hired me security. I hit a fan, and then after that, it's not security for me. It's security for other people. Because they're like, someone thinks some say Sean, he's getting a fight, and the fight's gonna get canceled. So I always have security now. But so I'm sitting there in this fucking sauna, and I talked to my buddy Luke. And I guess like I don't know what he was, but he was like the equivalent to like a Navy SEAL in Australia. So like he's telling me about like the school we went to, was locked in a fucking box for a few days. Like, you know, yeah, something like that. So anyway,
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
I want to talk about somebody who has like a
I'll spawn in whenever I can. 23 seconds. They're coming. Party of 3.
We're walking down, and he's a really like buttoned up.
2 mediums and a heavy.
Man. Didn't really smile, didn't really
I'm back in 14.
And he was talking to a story.
That's my last coin, though.
His buddy didn't murder somebody, and it was the only time I seen him.
You want me to coin in, Cyril? Yes or no?
That like he had an opportunity to murder like a bad guy. And
yes.
He didn't do it, and like Luke was. All right, Luke. So anyways, I'm in a sauna, I'm cutting fucking weight, I'm miserable. And I said, hey Luke, what's something miserable you've done? Like, you know, like talk to us. Luke, I want to know about you, man. Like, tell me something miserable. Like, tell me the most miserable you've been in life. And I was expecting, like, when I said that question, I was wanting him to say, like, oh, well, one time, you know, I was locked in a box in training, and, like, some fucking Asian bitch was, like, smacking my ass with a fucking, you know, I heard that story later, was smacking me with a whip. No, that wasn't the story I got. He was like, well, Sean, let me tell you. I was in Afghanistan. So that's not the story I want to hear. And he goes, we were driving, and our convoy got hit with an RPG. And I'm wearing my translator all over me. I'm just covered in it. He goes, we get out, and we have to hike like 5 kilometers, something like that. And he goes, and as we're hiking, the main bitch taking fire and covered in the blood of my translator. And I remember laying there holding my gun as I was this firefight, and I'm looking like, today's day I'm gonna die, but I'm
what? No! Wait, someone bumped me off. Literally didn't even get shot. I got bumped off.
And I like me and all these fighters, we're sitting there just cutting weight like fucking.
I literally got bumped off.
Telling us this like, and he said it like, I'm saying.
I don't have any more tokens.
And we're all cutting weight like, just like jaws open like, yeah, dude. Like, what do I say to that? Like, I'm a fucking pussy. Like, I get it, dude. All right. Point proven. Zip up the fucking sauna, dude. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. I'm a fucking pussy. Like, point proven. But like when you hear some stories that people gone through, yeah. But even like the Ukraine war, like you're watching it. There's a video online of the guy getting a knife fight. You see that? No. Literally 2 guys getting a knife fight. And like the last thing as he dies is like kind of like you did good. I mean, it's fucking wild. Like the Ukraine war being televised, being live streamed. I mean, I can't wrap my head around that. Like you go on YouTube right now and you can watch firefights, battle, tanking, drone footage. Just like we live in such a fucking crazy world. Like I hope it vilifies war and news, but who knows? Yeah, man. So anyways, long story short, I was saying I really like to get in a gunfight, but hopefully against the SEAL, because I think I'd be able to bitch about it, you know? Because you watch cops, every now and then you're a cop will do a gunfight, and like a legitimate gunfight, where like the guy's getting fire, and he's returning fire, and he'll fucking put his mag up, and he'll hit his reload, and he'll rack, and mean, what? Some guys.
I mean, dude, the thing is, like, I mean, look, I don't know if you'll rise to the occasion or not. I would think you would, considering.
One guy left. One guy left. One guy left. We get a wipe if we get him killed.
I mean,
If we kill him, we get a wipe.
Is there, do you hit a point where you're like, well, I'm fucking in this now, and so there's no getting out of this. So there's only one choice. You either keep going or you don't. And you have to make a mental decision. You have to. I'm going to keep going or I'm not. And
But how do you like?
I'm blocking the door. Be careful. No, don't hold my. Okay. So they're gonna have to either come from up top.
slows down.
Yeah, no, I mean it's one of those things I just don't know. I don't know if you're that kind of. Have you ever seen a seal? Have you ever seen a seal in a gunfight? Be able to like I don't want to say like I don't want to say pussy because you're not.
They might drop it.
But have you ever been in a seal and got in a gunfight and you're like, you're right, dude. And they just like, what is it? Just more like they get flinchy. They get like more like I don't want to fucking like I don't want to put my head around the corner.
You mean like straight froze? No. I've seen people freeze. I've seen people like bathtubs. I've seen it all. You know, but I mean, a lot of times first time. You know, it's.
So I think that's the benefit of experience, right? And like all fucking gunfights, and like you're probably really comfortable with somebody shooting at you. You're this comfortable with your killing.
I mean, I used to say I'd rather be face down in a ditch with bullets flying over me than public speaking. So that was home to me. Now it's not. Now I wonder how I would. Now I wonder like how would I react after all these years.
When I was younger, I used to kill somebody. I mean,
Let's go.
Seconds away from murder those guys. It's a party, and my buddy invited me over, and so he like, I'm at this party. It's kind of a fun party. I never want to be there. It's kind of strange and people are weird. So my buddy starts wrestling me, and like I kind of hit him with a hip toss, and he puts his fucking. And I was younger, bro. I mean, I literally wanted to die. Like I had a death wish. So he puts it in the wall. Girl comes downstairs and says, "Hey, you got to pay for it." And I at this
That's
moment,
a good rock solid game right there.
Sorry, dude. My bad. Like I was like 18 years old. Like I didn't do it. He did it. I'll leave. I'm not paying for it. Comes downstairs again as I'm walking towards the door.
Silver
Saying, "You know
4.
what, my boyfriend says you have to," but she had it. She said it in a way.
What does that
fear
mean?
and threatening. Like she was fearful, but she also was like threatening me. I was like,
Silver 4.
He
So
wants to come fucking pay for it. He can come down and suck my dick and earn it. I said, no, dude.
I don't
This
get it.
fucking
It's
guy-
so it said.
This guy fucking comes downstairs with a 12
What does Silver 4 even mean?
Boom, racks it.
Shit.
Fucking idiot put too close to my head. So I put my hands up, right, and the door's like over there.
What
I'm
does Silver 4 rank mean
I knew in my head, like, I knew
in
what
the
I was gonna do.
finals?
Like, I was either gonna die here
Right.
right now, or I was gonna fuck this guy up. So I put my hands up. I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry, man. Like I'm
The
like,
entry
I'm
level
so sorry,
4th
dude.
silver
Just, like,
tier
please don't hold me,
competitive
bro.
league representing
I'm like,
enemy
fucking-
skill
just, like,
bracket
calm
just
the
above
fucking
bronze
person.
according to
Boom,
doesn't
grab the
rank.
gun and just, like, fucking drill him in
Or
the
rank
face.
scoring structure. Tier
I remember
mission
there was a
4
piece
is
of
starting
drywall,
most of it.
and I tried to
Okay.
grab his head, just slammed his head through the drywall. I didn't hit a stud, fucking put a hole. Falls down. He's now like he's on his knees now after his head, and I fucking push kick him, take the shotgun out, and I'm like, fucking. As I present it to fucking put around in him, his fucking girlfriend.
Okay. So
Thank fucking God, because I'm not beating that case. I'm not beating that charge. Girlfriend jumps on top of him and starts begging for his life. And I think about this girl all the time because, like, if it wasn't for her jumping on top of him begging for his life, again, institutionalized.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, so it's like it's kind of weird, dude. I mean, yeah. So going back to like gunfights, I think when you're in it and you're resigned to it and you're just real focused, like there's nothing you can't do or like overcome. Yeah. Oh, and to answer your question, when you're in a fight and you're getting the living shit kicked out of you.